Hello, everyone. Saturday, the 9th of May. Thank you for tuning in for another thought for the day. Now, I'm sure we haven't missed the fact that this is a celebratory weekend. This is the weekend of the VE Day celebrations, victory in Europe, when we remember that 75 years ago, the end of the war in Europe was being celebrated. Now, one of the people in the forefront of these celebrations, somebody fondly remembered, is Dame Vera Lynn. I don't know why I said still fondly remembered, because she's still with us. I believe Dame Vera is 103. So well done, Dame Vera. If you're listening, congratulations and thank you for everything. But one of Vera's most iconic songs is We'll Meet Again. And I'm sure, again, you've heard that played over the weekend, and it's even brought a tear to the eyes of people who remember with fondness the way in which those songs were so uplifting during the 1940s. So we'll meet again, and I'm sure we know the words. I'm sure you'd like me to sing it for you. I'm not so sure I'd be too good at that, but we'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. There you go. If I can't get into the choir, that's one reason why. Anyway, those words which we know so well, we can take them and we can apply them to ourselves in a Christian context. It's not the way they were originally intended, but when you think about it, we, as followers of Christ, we know that one day we will meet again. And unlike the song, we do know where, and we do know when. We will meet, first of all, in heaven, and after that we will meet in the new heavens and the new earth, which the Lord is going to recreate. We know when that will be. That will be immediately after Judgment Day. So that's where we're going to end up, the new heavens and the new earth. And even when we sing about it being some sunny day, well, it will indeed. We're told in the book of Revelation that there's no need for sun or moon there, because the light will come from the Lord himself. So it'll be a wonderful place. That's where we're going. And it's a tremendous comfort for the Christian to know that no matter what happens, our future is eternally secure. Now, just again, holding on to the illustration of the celebrations at the weekend. And by the way, it was a tremendous relief, certainly for me, to see that the old coronavirus was bumped off the headlines, albeit briefly. It was lovely to hear about something else rather than the virus being headlined in our newspapers and on the television. But anyway, we're remembering a war, and quite rightly celebrating those who won that war for us. Those brave servicemen and women who went off to fight, who conquered and who came back. We remember, of course, with sadness, so many who didn't come back. But those who came back were rightly rewarded and honoured for their service. And again, I'm sure if you haven't seen them this weekend, you'll be well aware of what happened, for example, around Buckingham Palace. That's where everybody congregated, or those who could fit in to the mall and the front of the palace. But there they waited for the king to come out, along with Winston Churchill and other members of the royal family. But here, at the end of their service, they were able to see, meet, confront, as it were, the king himself, and what rejoicing there was, and it's still going on, as I say. But it made me think a wee bit about the service that we have to render as Christians. Because we too, when we complete our service, will stand before our King. And again, if we spiritualize it, if we apply it to ourselves as believers, that's going to be a wonderful day of rejoicing as well. Many, many, many times more wonderful than the things we're seeing on our newsreels at the moment. But it did make me think about a verse in Revelation. We're going through Revelation as a church together on a Sunday. And just a week or so ago, we were in Revelation chapter 7. And a thought came to me, just thinking along the lines of service, serving, and celebrating the service that's rendered. Pardon me. Revelation 7 and verse 3, it says that the end of the time, the end of the age, the end of the world, it's not going to come until each and every one of God's people is sealed. Revelation 7 and verse 3, this is the thought I'm leaving with you today. Don't harm the earth, the sea, the trees, until when? Until we have sealed the servants of our God. Now, we know what a seal is. We know what a seal is for. We've already had this on our studies, but a seal is a mark of ownership. A seal is a mark of authenticity. So when we've God's seal upon us, we are authentically his followers. We really do belong to him. We are the genuine article, as it were. So it's these people who are sealed. And again, it's a wonderful comfort. It's a wonderful eternal truth that no matter what happens, what lies ahead in this world, those who are sealed, those who are the servants of God, are safe and secure in his kingdom forever and forever. Now, what made me think was, it's this word servant. The servants are sealed. Now, again, with the greatest of respect to everybody, it doesn't say here that the churchgoers are sealed and saved. It doesn't say that those who worship the Lord even are sealed and saved. I go as far as to say it doesn't even tell us that those who profess to love the Lord, doesn't tell us that they are sealed and saved. What it's actually saying is that the servants of God are sealed and secure. Now, friends, don't get me wrong, I know serving the Lord includes all those other things. It includes going to church, it includes worshipping him, it includes professing faith, it includes praying and so forth and so on. All those things are the outworking of your inward Christian faith and belief. Those things, going to church and so forth, they're not going to save you, but they are a proof that true followers are sealed and saved. Now, that begs the question, if it's the servants of God who are sealed, what do servants do? Servants serve. So the question I want to leave with you, the thought I want to leave with you is, if we profess to serve the Lord, profess to be his servants, how are you working that out in your life? What is the service that you are doing for the Lord? Everybody can go along and worship, pray, say they love the Lord. Everybody can do those things, and we have to do those things. But how are we serving the Lord? It's the servants. In fact, it's even a bit stronger than that. It's the slaves of God. Those who do his bidding and have to do his bidding, those who do his bidding unquestioningly. In fact, it's even stronger than that, friends. Servants, slaves, the actual original tells us that the term is a bond servant, which is another form of slave, even more belonging to the master than what we would call a regular slave. So, is that the way we have to be? to be safe and secure with the Lord. Not just to talk a good talk, but to walk the walk as well. You know, with this I'll just finish, friends. There's a famous question that, an iconic question that's asked at the end of the war when all the mums and dads came home. And it must have been a wonderful time. I'm sure it was a difficult time adjusting as well, but many's a boy would have said to their dad, if not immediately, certainly afterwards, they used to say, "Daddy, what did you do in the war?" Well, let's ask ourselves that as Christians. At the end of our life, Judgment Day, looking back at how we've served the Lord. If we were to be asked, how did you serve the Lord? What did you do in that war between good and evil? What would you say, friends? I leave the thought with you. And as I do that, I continue to remind you to keep praying, keep washing your hands, keep looking up, keep safe, and in light of what I've just been saying, keep serving as well. And if you haven't served the Lord just yet, well, there's still time. Why don't you get started without any further delay? So, that's our thought for today. God bless you all, and I hope to speak to you again soon. Bye for now.